Well, this edition of UMath. Today we're looking at a fellow by the name of Cletus. His identity is a slack-jawed yokel. He speaks with a pronounced southern drawl. His wife's name is Brandine, and he's the father of 26 children. He has a hound dog named Geach, and he's not really known as the sharpest tool in the shed. Here's his quote here. "Hey, Ma! Look at that pony-haired little girl." Right, we are doing arithmetic review, lesson 165. Once again, none of this is new, but I thought I'd go over a couple of the questions just to refresh your memory on some things we did before Christmas. So I picked question 19, which is a fraction over a fraction. That's back in lesson 20, I believe. It's called a complex fraction when you have a fraction over another fraction. It's really not that hard if you remember what this fraction line also means, and that is division. So if we just rewrite this as 2/3 divided by, instead of that fraction bar, 9/10, it's a little bit easier to deal with. We just take it through and go 2/3. And then we multiply it by the reciprocal of the second and check to see if there's any cancellation for that one. And there is not, but I'll let you finish that one on your own. Question 21, taking two mixed numbers. We call them mixed because it's a mixture of a whole number and a fraction. In order to divide mixed numbers, you need to change them into improper fractions. So we go 2 times 4 is 8, plus 1 is 9, and the denominator stays the same. Do the same with the second. Whole number times the denominator. 1 times 5 is 5, plus 1 is 6 on the top, and we keep the denominator the same. And then at this point, as you know, you just multiply by the reciprocal, flipping the second one. You check for any sort of cancellation. And in this one, we can divide by 3 and divide by 3. And then we just multiply it out. Top times top, bottom times bottom. But we don't leave it in this form as an improper fraction. We change it to a mixed number. How many 8s can we get out of 15? 1 whole. If we took 1 8 out of that 15, we have 7 left over. So there's our answer. The questions to cross off, there's a few of them. For lesson 165, on page 388, you are crossing off 5, 10, 15, 16, and 18. 5, 10, 15, 16, 18. On page 389, you are going to cross off 23, 30 to 37, and problem solving number 1. And it goes on to page 390, cross off problem solving 3, 4, 6. Don't forget for question number 7, right here, it talks about percent increase. So you have to have the formula. And you know how good your memory is for percent increase. Remember this? Percent increase equals the increase over the original. And that's how you'll solve that. Of course, you're allowed to use a calculator for these questions, but show your work, like formulas or anything else you need. And you'll do all the sharpening skills except for number 10.
That was easy.